Assalamu alaikum. Hi everybody. This is Majida Miss. Welcome to your favorite English class. Okay. Today we are going to I'm going to teach you grammar. Okay. Previous class also I taught you grammar, that is prefixes. Prefixes we finished. What is prefixes? Do you remember that? Prefixes is a group of letters we are adding at the beginning of the root word. Okay. So it's a group of letters we are adding at the beginning of the root word, that is prefixes. Now we are going to learn suffixes. Okay, very interesting. Okay, if you know this grammar things very well, it will be very useful for you, for your developing your English, written English, spoken English. So all should you have to remember that reading, listening, writing, and then spoken. Okay, understand? Reading, listening, writing, and spoken. These four are very important in English. So grammar plays a very important role in English language. Okay, so now suffixes, it's a very interesting topic. The same thing only. The group of letters we are adding at the beginning of the root word, we call it as a prefix. A group of letters we are adding at the end of the root word, we are called as suffixes. Okay, very easy. Understand? So you should show the interest in learning the grammar. Okay, don't feel, oh, grammar, it's very tough. Don't think like that. Okay, everything is easy only. If you understand it, very easy. I'm ready to answer for your queries. But children, you are not calling me. I'm ready to answer for your queries. Okay, so suffixes are added at the end of words to alter their meanings or grammatical forms. Here are the most common suffixes. So suffixes are the group of words we are adding at the end of the root word, so it also alter the meaning. Okay, so any group of letters you are adding means it will change the meaning. We can understand, no, it will change the meaning. It might be opposite meaning. It might be the noun is changed to adjective. The adjective will change to noun, like that. The words, it should be changed. Understand? And can you are able to follow me? Okay, so now we are going to see the suffixes. Okay, so here we are not what is it, I written prefixes meanings like that, not like that. I'm directly going to say that. Okay, you can understand that. So here prefixes, suffixes, the end of the letters. Okay, so here two letters, ed and then t, or these ed and t are used to mark simple past tense and past participle forms of verbs. For example, I am writing here. Okay, example, walk. Okay, walk. What suffixes I am going to add here? Ed. Okay, ed where we are using in the past tense only we are using. She washed. Okay, like that we are telling, no, ed, that is past tense, simple past tense. So if you add the suffix ed, walked, it's a past tense. Okay, and then next word t. For example, they are giving sleep. So you have to change it into past tense. Okay, how will you change that? You have to put slept. So here you are adding this t, the suffixes t you are adding here, slept. Some words it entirely change. Okay, don't think all we are adding that group of letters only. Some words it will entirely change. Okay, irregular verbs we can call that. So ed is the past tense, okay, suffixes. This is the suffixes, okay, group of letters we are adding at the end of the word, okay, so that is suffixes. So it's called as a past, simple past tense. And then slept also, it's a past tense. So sleep, slept, the T will change it as this, okay, the spelling slightly change, understand. So next one is ing. This suffix ing is used to mark continuous tense. Where we are adding ing? For example, what I am doing? I am teaching. Continuous. I am continuously doing. Okay. Present continuous. Okay. Present continuous means it continuously happening. Ing we are using for present continuous. So here, for example, I am writing. What is that? Walk. Okay. Walk. You have to add ing. What will come? Walking. So it's a present continuous. So every word has what is it? Names. I told you, noun, verbs, adjective, adverbs, like that. What the word? It's a present tense or past tense, past continuous, present perfect tense. So every word has word. So they are detailedly explaining you. Okay. So ing means walk, and ing is a suffixes and the root word is walk. So if you add that ing here, it becomes walking. Understand? And then what example they have given? Read. Okay, read. If you add the ing, it will become reading. So suffixes we are all the letters we are adding at the end of the root word. Don't confuse. Suffixes means end of the word. Okay. Prefixes means beginning. And then next example what they have given is es. S and es. Example, sweat. So if you are, sweater, if you are adding, what the suffixes they have given? S and es, okay. Suffixes they have given s and es. So here, sweater, the word they given, sweater. So if you add that S, what will come? Sweaters, okay. More than one. Sweaters means more than one sweaters. So it's a plural. Plural means what? For example, I am having one marker. If I am having more than, for example, one is two marker, okay. So it's a plural, okay. I think you have studied in lower classes, okay. Plural. So here S it denotes the plural. So sweater, sweaters. Understand? And then what else they have given? Es. Es also we are adding for plural. So what is that? Cloth. So if you add the suffix word es, clothes. Understand? Clothes. One clothes, two clothes, three clothes, like that. So suffixes we are using as a plural form and we are using as in present continuous, like that, okay. And then what example they have given? Okay, sometimes that suffixes also, I have no space, I want to rub this. Don't worry, I will send you that book pages through WhatsApp, then you can understand. Now, here suffixes word is er and est. Okay. So this word, did you remember? I think you have studied in lower classes, that is superlative degree, comparative degree, positive degree. So in that word we can add that group of letters. What that? ER for comparative degree, EST for superlative degree. Understand? So this one is these suffixes are used to mark the comparative and superlative degrees of adjectives. Okay. For example, they have given small. So you have to add that ER. What will come? Smaller. Okay, it's a comparative degree. She is smaller than me. We are telling no, that is comparative. So if you add that ER, it gives you a different meaning. So it's a comparative degree. So EST they have given. How will you change that? Smallest. So EST, if you add that, smallest. So there is superlative, means there is no comparison. She is the smallest girl in the class. So no one can come. She is the smallest. So that is that. Okay, that is superlative degree. So positive degree, superlative degree, and then what is it? Positive, superlative, and comparative. Okay, these three are very important. That is a different topic that we have to learn detailedly. That I think you know the basic thing. Okay, so this is the suffixes. So in your book they have given so many suffixes. It's very easy only, you can understand that. I have taught you the examples, and I'll send you the book pages to you. It's very important. Learn that. In your grammar notebook you have to write neatly that. Okay, you have to write, put that dates, and you have to write grammar, put suffixes, and write whatever the book pages I am sending. Suffixes write neatly, and prefixes also you write in that grammar notebook. Okay, if you have any doubt, I am ready to answer for your queries. Okay, so until then, take care. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you. We will meet you in next class.